Hi everyone, I'm Luis from luisrevere.com, coming to you here on September 17th. And I wanted to do the review for the new Bob Dylan bootleg series number 16. I'm going to do it written. I'm going to take some time later to write it. But I wanted to go ahead and do it on video. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to mix it up and give. When it comes to music, I find it more easier to talk than to write about it. So let's see what happens. But anyway, this is a massive collection. Now, I did a video where I ranked Bob Dylan's bootleg series from 1 to 15. So if you want to check it out, obviously now we'll have to do an update version because this one is just being released. So what can I say? I'm a fan of Bob Dylan, and one thing that amazes me is the amount of material that this guy has available. Because we've been having this bootleg series for years, and they're still digging new songs, which is what amazes me. I mean, when I first started to listen to this collection, I thought that the most of the songs were covers, and yes, there are a lot of covers, but there are a few original songs that at least I never heard. Maybe other people have heard them, but for me they were new. And so this is it's a great collection because we get to see a little bit of everything from Bob. Because I'm gonna go. I bought the 5 CD version, so I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go track by track, but I'm gonna go CD to from 1 to number 5. Talking a little bit of the tracks that are there and all that. But let's do that. Let's go do that. But like I said, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dylan, and there's still some albums that I would love for them to do a bootleg. For instance, I would love to see Street Legal. I don't think there's one that covers Street Legal per se, because I would love to see what different versions of Changing of the Guards. I mean, there are some songs that are included here that are from that album, mainly one, but here is a rehearsal. So maybe he was just gearing up the band and just jamming before they were set to record. So let's go. Let's start. I mean, I don't want to make this video too long. The first CD, as I was listening to it, and basically that's what every track says. This is Bob Dylan rehearsing. I mean, these are songs that he was rehearsing. The purpose, I don't know, but that's what they are. And we begin with Senor. Now, Senor is a song that I think is on Street Legal, and I liked it. I mean, I confess that I don't remember much of the song, but I like the version here. Then we get Ramona, which is a classic from his. What was another side of Bob Dylan album. I kind of like better the original. But this one is interesting to hear nonetheless. Jesus Met the Woman at the Well. That one is a cover. I liked a lot a song called Mary of the Wild Moor. I think that has to be like a traditional song. It was not written by Bob, so it's a cover. Little Woman was a rocking track, and that one was written by Bob Dylan. I don't know if it's available on any other record. Actually, that information you can find it on his webpage on bobdylan.com. You can search the album, and there you can actually see what songs have been played before, and there you can see if they are truly unreleased. Let's check that one. Let's go and check it out. I'm gonna go here on albums, click on some Springtime in New York City, and let's see. That one is Need a Woman. So Need a Woman was written by Bob, and it actually appears on the first bootleg. So I think this might be like an art. Well, it's a rehearsal. So, but it's available on the first bootleg series. Maybe another version or a more standard version. A couple of more years. That was a good song. It's a cover. But I kind of like the song a couple of years ahead. Like I'm just a couple of years ahead of you. That was kind of interesting. Mystery Train, which Mystery Train is a cover. I don't know who wrote it, but it's a cover. Um, and it was written by Herman Parker Jr. So so here I think when it's just like bands when they're rehearsing, they just play whatever material they want, because it's just kind of getting jamming. The other songs that I liked from this first CD, Abraham, Marty, and John. That was a good song. It was just another cover. We just disagree. I mean, the first CD is kind of like. I mean, the songs sound good, even though they're rehearsals. I mean, they're complete songs. I mean, Sweet Caroline, which is a Neil Diamond song. It was interesting hearing Bob sing it, but I liked it. It was really good. And so now we go to the second CD. The second CD focuses on "Shot of Love," which is an underrated album. I actually like that album a lot. It has a lot of good songs. And here we get Angelina. Angelina, I think, was released also. I think on the Bootleg series #1. So here might be like an outtake of the song. So there you go. Price of Love. That one is also written by Dylan, and that one is unreleased. So that one was good. I like that song. It was a good song. I mean, what you gotta understand. I mean, what I like about this kind of collections are the new songs. Obviously, of course, hearing the songs in different kind of versions also is interesting. And what I love about Dylan is that he changes lyrics, so you're getting into something new, even though it's not the finished version of the song. So it's interesting. I mean, when you get to hear versions of Lenny Bruce, but on "Shut of Love," the majority of songs are not in the album. I mean, "I Wish It Would Rain," I think that's a cover. "Let It Be Me" and "Cold Cold Heart" also as a cover. "Don't Ever Take Yourself Away," that one is a Bob Dylan song, which is on the second CD, and it's unreleased. It's first being released on this collection. So again, "Shut of Love" is a good album, and I kind of like it that in here we're not getting too many tracks repeated. There are some that are repeated, but what the last volumes of the Bootleg series, they were falling on having too many versions of the same song, which is interesting but tiresome at the same time. Unless you really want to hear the one, I mean, constantly, because the first time it's cool to see the progress. But in this one, I liked it because they just gave you tracks, and some are repeated, but the repetition is justified because something changed. "Borrowed Time" was a nice surprise. That's a Bob Dylan song. That one I really really liked it. "Is It Worth It" is another Bob Dylan original, which was unreleased, which was also a very 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 good song. So let's go to the third disc, and this one focuses on "Infidels," another great album, another one that is another great album. And we start with the new version of "Joker Man." I like this version, although I like the one that was released better. "Blind Willie McTell," that is a great track. Why he didn't include it, I don't know. "Don't Fall Apart on Me Tonight" is one of my favorite lyrics from Bob. It has two versions. One, I like the band version, the fourth track, because it was different from the release version, but it had a lot of interesting melody and guitar licks. I think the first one was a little bit more slower. The second one that's on the record, I felt it was a little bit much better. "Someone's Gonna Hold on My Heart." This is a song that he started on "Infidels," but of course it was released on Empire Burlesque. So we got two versions. One is "Someone's Got a Hold on My Heart," which this song was released on the first Bootleg. I don't know if it's the same version. Maybe it is. And we get on the other CD, we get "Tight Connection to My Heart." We get it on another one, because there are two discs that actually focus on "Infidels." Actually, yeah. "Neighborhood Bullies" and the song "This Was My Love." I think that's a cover, yeah. What else do we got? "Too Late." That's the first single that they released. I like the song. I like better the band version. Here we get an acoustic version and a band version. I like better the band version. And Foot of Pride, which is another Bob Dylan original. So now we got two more discs left. This four, I think, has kind of like a, Clean Cut Kid, I think, finished off being released on Empire Burlesque. But you got Sweetheart Like You. So this is an outtake of that song. Baby What You Want Me to Do, that I believe is a cover. Tell Me, I think that I remember that one being released on the first bootleg series. Julius and Ethel, that's an original, and I really liked it. I never heard it before. I think it's been first released here. Yeah, so that's a new song, or well, an unreleased track. Green Green Grass Home, which is another track, that's another cover. Then you get Union, Sundown, and Lord Protect My Child. Those two, I think. Lord Protect My Child, I know is on the bootleg version, on the first one. So you get these three and these four are basically Infidels, outtakes from the sessions that gave us Infidels. And these five, we have live tracks, like live version of License to Kill. We got an outtake of the great song, I'll Remember You. We got an outtake of Tight Connection to My Heart, Seeing the Real You at Last. Emotionally Yours, which is a great song. Clean Cut Kid, we got that one two times actually, so we got two versions. Straight A's in Love, that one doesn't say if it's a cover, so I couldn't find that one, so I don't know if that one's an original, but this is a great collection. I would have loved to bought the physical version of it. It was a little bit too expensive. And right now, I'm also buying the Let It Be Super Deluxe. Maybe later I'll buy it because I love the booklet. I love to read about the album and history and all that. But for now, I got it on digital, which was $40. I think it's a bargain for 50 plus tracks. Again, this is a great. I like the bootleg series because it allows us kind of opens the door inside this great artist process, and we get songs that he for some reason didn't never released. This guy just amazes me, the output, because he has made over 40 records, and there's still songs that he recorded that never released that are great. They're not trash. Some artists release their absolute best. This guy releases good songs and has great songs that he never released. So it's really interesting, and it just came out. I've been listening to it in the morning. I woke up early, I heard it, and then I heard it when I left work. So I still want to dig a little bit deeper into it, but it's a great record. If you're a Dylan fan, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and it's a good way if you're not a Bob Dylan fan. Maybe you can buy it and get into it a little bit. Maybe buy the 2-disc version, which is a little bit cheaper, right? So anyway, a great collection. I'm sure if you buy it on physical, the booklet is going to be great because the past versions that I have where the book is included, it's great information there. And maybe when I get it, I'll do another video showing you what it includes. So anyway, that's my review for the Bob Dylan Springtime in New York bootleg series number 16 from 1980 to 1985. Great collection. I really enjoyed it. From the covers to the unreleased tracks to the outtakes. Great album. So check out my webpage. Subscribe to YouTube, and I'll write you or do another video soon, hopefully. Take care. Bye.